Welcome to a deep dive into sick building syndrome, or SBS, an invisible issue that could be lurking right where you work, live, or even go to school. If you've ever walked into a building and felt fine, but then started feeling headaches, fatigue, or irritated skin, and felt better the moment you stepped outside, you're not alone. Many people around the world experience these exact symptoms every day. And here's the thing, in some buildings, the air itself might be making you sick. What is sick building syndrome? SBS is a strange name for a condition that can impact how you feel inside certain buildings. We're talking about that sluggish, uneasy feeling that seems to settle in only when you're inside, often vanishing the moment you leave. Scientists still don't know exactly what causes it, which makes it even more perplexing. But there are some clues: air quality, pollutants, and even artificial lighting may all play a role. And this matters because we spend so much of our lives indoors. So, whether it's at home, in the office, or at school, the quality of our indoor environment is crucial for our health and well-being. Symptoms of sick building syndrome. So, how do you know if a building is actually making you sick? People who experience SBS commonly report symptoms like headaches, fatigue, and general tiredness, irritation in the eyes, throat, or skin, dizziness or nausea. These symptoms can vary in severity and affect each person differently. A critical feature of SBS is that symptoms are tied to a specific building. When you're there, you feel it. When you're not, you're fine. Sound familiar? What causes sick building syndrome? It turns out that pinpointing the cause of SBS is tricky. There's no single, definitive culprit. But researchers have identified several contributing factors that may play a role in how it develops. Poor air quality and ventilation. Indoor air quality is a major factor. When ventilation is poor, pollutants like mold, dust, and chemical contaminants can build up. Imagine a room where fresh air can't get in, and stale, contaminated air can't get out. That's a recipe for SBS. Chemical contaminants. Ever notice the smell of fresh paint, cleaning products, or new furniture? Some of these contain volatile organic compounds, VOCs, that can trigger symptoms. These chemicals can come from building materials, office furniture, and everyday cleaning products. Physical factors: noise, lighting, and temperature. Imagine working under fluorescent lights all day, surrounded by the hum of machines, or feeling like you're too hot one moment and too cold the next. These physical factors add up, creating an environment that's more stressful on your body than you might realize. Biological contaminants. Damp buildings are perfect breeding grounds for mold, bacteria, and even pests. The air you're breathing in a damp, moldy environment can worsen SBS symptoms and potentially lead to long-term health issues. Psychological factors. Interestingly, SBS isn't just physical. Stress, dissatisfaction with the environment, or even a lack of control over things like lighting and temperature can worsen the symptoms of SBS. Sometimes, it's a combination of mental and physical factors that makes SBS so hard to diagnose and treat. Diagnosing and testing for SBS. Since SBS doesn't have a specific test, diagnosing it can be challenging. But there are ways to assess the indoor environment for contributing factors. For example, indoor air quality. Tools like air quality monitors can detect pollutants in the air, which is useful for identifying possible causes. Ventilation. Experts can measure the building's ventilation to see if it's adequate for the number of people inside. Humidity and mold. Moisture meters and mold detection kits help assess mold risk. While consultants and building experts can perform these assessments, there are also simpler steps you can take at home, like using air purifiers, regularly checking for mold, and keeping the windows open to let in fresh air. Solutions: treating and preventing SBS. So, what can you do if you're dealing with SBS? Avoiding the building is often the easiest solution, but that's not always possible. In that case, it's about managing symptoms and addressing the underlying causes. Ventilation. Increasing ventilation by opening windows or using fans can help flush out pollutants. Air purification. Air purifiers can be an effective solution, especially those with HEPA filters, which can reduce the presence of dust and allergens. Temperature and humidity control. Maintain an indoor temperature between 66 and 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 and 23 degrees Celsius, with a relative humidity rate of 40 to 60% to reduce the risk of mold growth. Cleaning. Regularly clean and maintain HVAC systems, and choose non-toxic, low-VOC cleaning products in furniture. Prevention, however, is a more comprehensive approach that starts right from the design and construction of buildings. Architects and builders have a role in ensuring the layout, ventilation, and materials used are as safe and health-conscious as possible. Property managers and maintenance teams also need to prioritize health factors, such as choosing low-VOC paints and furnishings, regularly checking for mold, and maintaining HVAC systems. Tips for a healthier indoor environment. Whether at home or in the office, you can take daily steps to improve the indoor environment. 1. Open the windows. Fresh air is key. Keep windows open whenever possible. 2. Maximize natural light. Open blinds and curtains to allow sunlight to reduce dependence on artificial lighting. 3. Dust regularly. Use a HEPA filter vacuum for thorough cleaning. 4. Choose non-toxic products. Opt for low-VOC paints, cleaning products, and furnishings. 5. Take breaks outside. Spend time outdoors to get fresh air during the day. Why SBS matters for everyone. Sick building syndrome isn't just an inconvenience, it's a serious health concern affecting countless people worldwide. Some groups are particularly vulnerable, such as those with mobility issues, young children, or people who spend long periods indoors. For them, SBS isn't just about discomfort, it's a matter of health equity and public safety. By understanding what SBS is, how it affects us, and what we can do to prevent it, we're taking steps toward healthier, more comfortable lives. Final thoughts. In the end, SBS highlights the importance of a healthy indoor environment. By tackling issues like air quality, ventilation, and even lighting, we can create spaces that don't just look good but feel good too. So, the next time you step into a building, think about how it feels. If you notice any symptoms, take it seriously. Your health might just depend on it. Thank you for watching, and remember, a healthier building means a healthier you. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos on maintaining your well-being in every environment you find yourself in.